That little redhead kid, what's his name? Vex? He's gonna come up here, I think, and ask me a couple more questions. So, alright, come on here, Vex. There it is.
What's up, Las Vegas? I have one question. You guys want to hear it? I did not hear enough people. Do you guys want to hear it? That's more like it. Did you miss me? Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. And then one more thing. I heard that Matt Gay is in the crowd. Matt Gay, can you raise your hand? If he's still here. Right there. Okay. Quick little story. A couple years ago, you were on my fantasy team and you were on the Colts. You won me an insane game. I was down by like 40 points, and you had like 20 points in fantasy. You were insane. And this year I had you for a little bit, and you also clutched up and won me a playoff game. So shout out to you. You're doing great things on the Raiders. Well, now into the star of the show, Mario Lopez. By the way, very cool name, man. That's like a cool name. If you guys do not want to be named Mario, like what? That's like such a cool name. But like, we're gonna be like cooking together on stage, so I might need to be named Luigi for this segment. So, alright. First question. What was your favorite part of playing AC Slater on one of the most famous shows? What was your favorite part of playing AC Slater on one of the most famous shows that you've done, Saved by the Bell?
My favorite part? It was a long time ago. I had a lot of fun because we were actual teenagers playing teenagers. I know you see a lot of shows now that I'm sure you watch with those kids, but back then, you used to have teenagers on TV, or they were supposed to be teenagers, but they were really like 35. Remember like Grace and all that? So we were actually kids playing kids, and the friendships I made, and we had a good time. It was fun. We got to shoot it in the summertime. So I got to kind of have the best of both worlds. I went to a regular high school, big public high school, and in the summertime I had this cool job, and I got to mess around with these other kids and shoot Saved by the Bell.
Like you just get to like talk to other kids and just like everything about it's like so fun. And I watched like a bit of your clips. They're like so cool, man. Like insane. Like fun, just everything about it. I really like it. Like kind of like the role that you play and like just everything about it. I really like it. Like,
Thanks, guys.
I haven't really watched it, but like I just started and I was like, man, this guy's good. Wow, I need to take some notes from him.
A little before your time, next, okay.
And then as you were saying, like back in the day, that was a long time ago. You look so good for your age. Give it up for that. I mean, like, you gotta like put it into like.
How old do you think I am, Dex? How old do you think I am?
What?
How old do you think I am?
You're not supposed to ask a woman's age, but you're a man. So I'm gonna guess. You're not as old as my mom.
How old's your mom?
51. Sorry, Mom. I'm gonna guess. Well, you look like early 30s, but I'm gonna guess.
I like this. All right, let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Early 30s. Next question.
I mean, that's what you look like. All right, now from waking up Los Angeles to going to bed, most likely in Los Angeles, what is the day of the life of Mr. Mario Lopez?
It's action-packed. I get up pretty early. I get up about 5. I go train. I usually go do jiu-jitsu or boxing, do something, active. And then I'm out the door. Then the first thing I do, I have a nationally syndicated radio show on iHeart called On with Mario. So I'll do that. Oh, thanks. So I'll do that radio show. Then at the moment right now, I'll go do another show called Access Daily, then another one called Access Hollywood after that. But then after that, because I'm going to do something different come later on this year, I have another fight podcast called The 3 Knockdown Rule that I do. And then I'm going to work on this new show called The Studio with Seth Rogen. So I should, it's next week. And then after about that, usually I'll have like a Zoom or a meeting, but then I make it to my son's practice, and then I'm usually home for dinner. But then on the weekends, sometimes I'll work and I'll do other stuff. Holiday movies and different stuff like that, Bex. I'm a hustler, Bex.
One of those parts of the why. You said that you wake up. How do you even sleep? You're like, I'm right here, I'm right here, I'm right here.
Exactly.
You're filming all these shows, doing all these podcasts. All this, man, like, insane. Like, you're just like, I'm here, I'm there. You guys watch Ted Lasso,
That's
the
right.
Roy Kent song.
I don't like being broke, Bex.
But
I stay busy.
speaking of podcasts, what made you start your podcast on air with Mario Lopez? You guys should go check it out with your wife.
Well, it's a radio show. It's an old school
Radio show.
It's a radio. That's all right. That's a good part. You know radio? Kids listen to radio. So
How was that long? Like,
they kept having different. They needed like a female voice to help with sponsorships, and we would like audition all these different females. But then the audience didn't like the ladies like giving me a hard time. But I had my wife come in a couple times, and evidently the women loved it when my wife gave me a hard time. And so then I asked, Dave, you want to do this? She's like, I don't want to have to see you every day. I said, well, come like 2 or 3 times a week. She's like, okay. And then that's how she ended up there.
I mean, like, that's a weird story, but it's really cool.
It is. Well, you'll see when you're married. You got a girlfriend?
No, I'm not getting married. I'm adopting kids and living in an apartment.
Okay.
Girls are trouble, but I like that because like you get to like spend time with your family with all this like busy stuff. So you get to like incorporate your family. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Good for you.
I appreciate
Good
it.
for you.
Alright.
And the biggest question of the night.
Okay.
I already asked John Walden, but it's still even bigger this time. Who knows why? It's just bigger.
Okay.
Why does America need club kids?
Well, I believe America needs club kids because not all kids have the same opportunity, but all kids have the same potential. And I think the clubs do a great job of kind of leveling that playing field. And when you level that playing field and you have great companies like Ross invest and believe in you, then I think the sky's the limit. That's right. All right, guys, let's wrap it up with your little signature there.
And that's Shorts on Sports.
I mean, Bex just knocked it out. Mario, are